Good morning, children. Hope all of you are safe, healthy, and hope that you are all watching the programs, copying the notes, getting evaluated by your teachers. Children, this is for class 8th, first language English. Today we will be starting a new chapter, that is the Great Sacrifice. Can you read this, children? The Great Sacrifice. So, before we get into the lesson, we will have a pre-reading task. Children, do you know India has two great epics, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana is written by Valmiki and Mahabharata is written by Vyasa Muni, which has 200,000 verses. In Ramayana, we have characters. The main characters are Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Hanumanta. We know all these four characters very well, right? We have two other brothers of Rama. They are Bharata and Shatrughna. Today we will not be talking about Ramayana, but other great epic, that is Mahabharata. Before we get into the lesson, we will just see what is all about Mahabharata, the characters, the sacrificing character of Mahabharata. Let us see the characters from Mahabharata. So, we see Bhishma as a great character. He is a grandsire of the family. The eldest of the family was Bhishma. He was unmarried and he was leading the children, Pandavas as well as Kauravas, in the right path. So, he is the grandsire of the family. So, even he was also a part of Mahabharata war. We saw that Pandavas, the 5 brothers, were born to Kunti, Madri and Pandu. They were children of Pandu, but unfortunately Pandu was not able to give birth to children. So, how did these were born? Once sage Durvasa visited the kingdom of Kunti Bhog, then Kunti took care of him very well. He was pleased and gave her a unique boon. What do you mean by boon? Last time we learnt boon means vara, something to fulfill your desire, vara. Okay. So, he gave her a boon where she can invoke that mantra and get a child or son from any divine being. Divine beings like sun god, moon god, Indra. So, all these were divine gods. She could get a son from these divine gods. So, that mantra was given to Kunti by sage Durvasa. When she was unmarried, at that time Durvasa visited her. At that time she was a virgin who was not married and who cannot conceive a child. So, just to test that boon, what Kunti does, she prays to god Surya. Surya, the sun god, as virgin. Kunti conceived her first son Karna from Surya, the sun god, as a virgin and had to abandon him in river Ganga. I think you can see that picture. She got the son. She prays to sun god Surya and she gets a son. She was shocked. As a virgin, she cannot have a child. She was unmarried. So, what she did? She abandoned him. She kept him in a beautiful basket and left him in river Ganga and prayed to river Ganga, Ganga Mate, to take care of him. So, how was Karna born? He was, by by birth itself he was born with earrings and armor breastplate. I think you can see in that picture, yes, where nobody can kill him. It is, if somebody uses an arrow to kill him, he will not be killed. Somebody uses sword to kill him, they cannot kill him, because he was born with divine earrings and armor breastplate, which always protected him. When Kunti left him in river Ganga, he was found by a charioteer. His name was Radha. He was so pleased to see the child. So Radha and his wife accepted Karna as their son. So that's why he is also called Radheya. So Pandavas were always helped by Sri Krishna. So these three Kunti's sons, Yudhishthira, Bhima and Arjuna, these three were Kunti's sons. Yudhishthira, who was elder than Kauravas, I will come to Kauravas, he was elder than Kauravas, and Madri had two sons, they were Nakula and Sahadeva. And always these five Pancha Pandavas were helped by Sri Krishna. Can you see this picture, children? He is Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra and Pandu, they were brothers. Pandu, father of Pandavas, and Dhritarashtra, they were brothers. So Dhritarashtra was eldest among these two. He was born blind and he was married to Gandhari. Gandhari, after marriage, she tied a piece of cloth to her eyes. Gandhari gave birth to 101 children, among whom we know very well, that is Duryodhana and Dushasana. Duryodhana, a very brave young man who fights in Mahabharata war, and his younger brother Dushasana. So there was always rivalry between this Kauravas and Pandavas, these five brothers, and Duryodhana and Dushasana. And Duryodhana and Dushasana, they literally hated these five brothers. They were brought up together, they learnt together, they studied together. Who are they? They both are cousins. Pandavas and Kauravas are cousins, but still they hated each other. Can you see this picture, children? So what happens? These Pandavas and Kauravas, they learnt from two teachers. They were Kripacharya and Dronacharya. Dronacharya taught them archery. You know what is archery? Yes, the bow and arrow. Yes. And mace fight. So Gade in Kannada we call it, right? So these fights were taught by Dronacharya to both, to Pandavas as well as Kauravas. But even Karna approached Dronacharya to teach him archery and mace fight. But Dronacharya refused because he was not a Kshatriya. And he was brought up by a charioteer. So wherever he used to go, he used to address himself as son of Radha. Radha was not a Kshatriya. That's why he couldn't get the education what Pandavas and Kauravas got from Kripacharya and Dronacharya. Can you see this? That mace I told you, children? Yes, the archery and the mace fight. Since Dronacharya refused to teach him, Karna went to whom? He went to Parshurama. He did not give up. He did not say, okay, nobody is teaching me, let me not learn. No? He still had the confidence and he went, approached Parshurama, saying that he is a Brahman. He is a Brahmin. He is not a Kshatriya, but he is a Brahmana, and who really wished to learn from Parshurama. Since he was a Brahmana, Parshurama accepted to teach him and he trained him very well. And Karna also learnt it with good eagerness, and he was a very, 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 very talented personality in whole Mahabharata. Children, can you see him with that armor chest plate and the earring? Yes, yes, beautiful. So, and he was very famous for his generosity. What do you mean by generosity? You give to anybody whatever they ask for. He was ready to give anything to anybody. So that is what he went on doing throughout his life, not for 1 day, 2 days. He was generous throughout his life. So because of which he had to face so many hurdles, so many problems in his life. But still, he did not give up that good quality. At last, he lost his life itself, and he was very, very, very good. Yes, now I am highlighting Karna. So we will be just talking about his character and his life. Because of his character, Karna was cursed by many. Curse means what? The bad omen, bad things will be said by the elders. Shapa. He was cursed by so many. In fact, Parshurama curses his disciple Karna. That is a big incident, but I will just shorten it and tell you. Karna told that he is a Brahmin, and he gets trained by Parshurama. One day Parshurama will be tired, and he says that he wants to sleep on Karna's lap. So Karna will sit under a tree, Parshurama will sleep on his lap. So a big insect comes on Karna's other lap, and it starts biting him. Not just biting, it makes a hole on his thigh and it starts bleeding. He will never move, thinking that if he moves or shouts, his master will wake up and his sleep will be disturbed. So he just tolerates the pain and he sits there only. After a while, Parshurama wakes up and asks him what happened. Then he says that since you were sleeping, insect came and it made this hole and it's bleeding. Parshurama was astonished to know, because a Brahmana cannot sustain that pain. So Parshurama asks him the fact. He asks him to tell the truth whether he is a real Brahmin. Then he acknowledges his birth. He lied to Parshurama that he was a Brahmin. For that, Parshurama becomes very angry and curses him. So unfortunate, no children? Throughout his life, this is what happens with Karna. Here, what happens when Arjuna was displaying his superhuman skills of archery with all weapons, Duryodhana was really angry. He was envy. Envy means what? Jealous. And he hated it. When this was happening, suddenly a handsome young man enters the arena, enters that place where Arjuna was displaying. And he says, "What great skills are you displaying, Arjuna? I can display better than you. I can do better than you." Then he was given an opportunity. So he displayed still more better skills, still more beautifully, with a very careless ease, very easily, beautifully he displayed. In Mahabharata, Duryodhana is portrayed as a negative character. But see how beautiful it is. Even though he knows that Karna is not from a royal family, he is not a Kshatriya. Maybe he may not know that he is not a Kshatriya. He is not from a royal family, of course. But he was so impressed that Arjuna could feel ashamed by looking at Karna's performance, and he was so happy, and he accepted Karna as his friend, the best friend ever. He embraced him, hugged him, and he made him the king of Anga. Okay. And from that day onwards, Karna took an oath. He said that he will even give his life for Karna, who really gave him an identification. Karna and Duryodhana's friendship is highlighted. They never knew that they are cousins. They never knew who they are, but their friendship is always remembered. Kunti, mother of Karna, approaches him saying that he is her firstborn and he is the eldest among Pandavas. If he wish, he will be made as king if they win the war. So, leave side of Duryodhana and join whom? Yes, Pandavas, and support Pandavas, win the war and become the king. He says no ways, because when he was nothing, Duryodhana gave him a title. Duryodhana gave him a recognition. How many of us remember the ladder which we climb up? No? Many a times, for silly reasons, we give up on friends, which will not have meaning at all. Still we give up on friends. We say, okay, we don't need your friendship. It's not that. Somebody offers you everything, maybe a crore or 2 crores or a palace or a bungalow to leave a friend. Maybe we would have taken a decision in haste. But Karna was not that. He was an excellent character throughout his life. He says no. Whatever it may be, I have stood by Duryodhana and I will stand by Duryodhana. So beautiful, no children? When we stick on to our character, when we stick on to our image, that is the most important role which we play in our life. Yeah? Okay, let's continue. So, Kunti requested him not to reuse an arrow at the battlefield. So, Kunti requested him not to reuse an arrow at the battlefield against Arjuna. Karna happily gave the boon. He thought that his mother was greater than his boon. See his character, children. See Karna's character. He did not question Manju. Karna did not question why Kunti left him in the water, in the river, why she did not take care of him. Karna did not question why Kunti left him in the water, in the river, why she did not take care of him, why didn't she bring him up. Nothing, no questions. He said, okay, you are my mother and you are great to me. I don't have anything greater than you. Children's mother sacrifice is greater than everything under the sky. One who are really fortunate, blessed with mothers, they should take care of them till the end. And Karna did not bother. He said, okay, fine. So, what do you want, Mama? Kunti says, don't use the arrow once you use it. Don't reuse the arrow. Against whom? Arjuna, who is also her son. So, Karna says, okay, that's not a very big deal. You are my mother and you are only greater to me than everything. He just sanctions or gives that boon to Kunti. He promises her, saying that he will not use the arrow against Karna, which is already been used. To save his son Arjuna, Indra took the form of Brahman and asked boon from Karna, which made Karna unique. It was his earrings and armor shield, which Karna gave happily even though he knew who the Brahmin was. Children, what a character Karna is. Here, Indra, father of Arjuna, takes a form of Brahman. So, whoever Brahman, whatever Brahmins ask, they will be given. Nobody will refuse Brahmins. Alms will be happily given to Brahmanas. So, what Indra does, he took the form of Brahmana and comes to Karna. He says, just I ask for one boon, that is your earrings and the shield, armor shield. So, Karna understands who the Brahman was. Still, he happily says, yes, it will be given to you. He cuts his earrings and the armor chest shield and gives it to Indra. Later on, he was easily killed by Arjuna in the battlefield, as he would not reuse the arrow and he had given his earrings and armor, and also cursed by Parshurama to forget his mantra during the war. See children, in the beginning I read, he was cursed by many, he was so unfortunate and he was so good. So he gave his earrings and armor to Indra, and he promised his mother that he will not reuse the arrow, and he was also cursed by his guru, and even mother land also curses him. That is also one of the reasons why his chariot wheel gets into the ground. That's one small story. I'll just finish it off. While he'll be riding on the horse. By accident, a girl pours ghee from her ghee pot. So he stops, he gets down from there. Then he asks what happened. That girl starts crying, the small girl. Then, because of the ghee, she's crying. So he says that he will buy her ghee, some more ghee from the shop. She refuses. She says she wants the same ghee which is on the floor, which is on the sand. Even after consoling, she will not get consoled. She says she wants the same ghee. What happens? Karna takes that mud and squeezes that ghee into that ghee pot from that mud. Then mother land, she curses him. She says, which was on my mouth, you snatched it. So, at the real time of something great in your life, I will see to that you are in trouble. So, because of that only, Karna's chariot's wheel gets into the mud. Can you see that picture, children? His wheel is stuck. Krishna and Arjuna on the other chariot, and he is trying to remove the wheel. Karna's chariot got stuck in the ground in the battlefield, which was an advantage for Arjuna to kill Karna very easily. So, Karna was killed by Arjuna in the battlefield, as he would not reuse the arrow and he was cursed. So sad, no children? Really, throughout his life he was helping others, but he was so unfortunate. So unfortunately, he was killed in the war field by Arjuna. These three questions. Why did Kunti go to Karna? Was Kunti right in taking away the boon? Explain. What was the sacrifice made by Karna? Children, you answer this. This is a pre-reading task. Then, what is the greatest thing that you can appreciate in your mother? Is it to give up everything she has for her child? Is it to give up her life for her child? So many mothers, even though they starve, they feed their children. They sacrifice their entire life for the sake of children. They may be talented or whatever it is. When the name of their children comes, the preference will be for their children. Children, that was the pre-reading task. Children, Prose 7, the great sacrifice. Now it's glossary time. Discontent Read the word discontent. Dissatisfaction means you are not satisfied, you are not contented. Discontent means dissatisfaction. Samya was discontented with her marks. Soumya was discontented with her marks. Precious meaning valuable or dear. Precious means valuable or dear. Precious stones are used in jewelry making. Precious stones. See, this is also precious stone. Precious stones, I have given a picture of that. Precious stones means valuable. Precious stones are used in jewelry making. Precious means valuable or dear. Trembling, which means shaking. Children, trembling meaning shaking. Sakshi was trembling due to cold. She was shaking due to cold. Shriek means scream or cry out. You shriek means scream or cry out. Anushka got scared and started shrieking. Anushka got scared and started shrieking. Choked means suffocated. Choked means suffocated. Kriti felt choked in a room because there was no proper ventilation. Kriti felt choked in a room because there was no proper ventilation. Children, after the glossary time, we will just see the characters of the great sacrifice. Now, the characters of the drama, the great sacrifice: Panna, Padma, Banbir. Okay, children? Panna, the caretaker of infant Uday Singh. Padma and Champa are maids. Banbir, a half brother of Uday Singh, was ruling Mewar for Uday Singh. So, this prose will be continued in session 2. Take care, children. Have a good day. Recall everything, do your homework and show it to your teacher. Thank you.